Hey everybody! So I thought I'd do something a little bit different this month. I haven't done lives in a while. I've just been super busy, burnt out. So I thought I would record an unboxing, which I haven't done before. And you probably know, if you're following me, that I am a Scrawlrboxer. It is a monthly surprise art supply subscription box. It has a fantastic community. I think that's my favourite thing about it, is the community and the friends that I've made through Scrawlrbox. But the other thing I love, obviously, is the art supplies. So this box has been speculated about. We had this sort of teaser email with an idea of the supplies, mentioning the featured artist being a star, so we're thinking it's a Scrawler star. Scrawler star is someone who, there's one every year, they get a lifetime supply of Scrawler boxes, or subscription to Scrawlrbox, should I say, because of their input into the community, the work that they do, the artwork they create, etc. So we think it's a Scrawlrbox star, and there's apparently an extra little treat in here as well. So let's tuck in. I haven't done one of these before. I'm very, very excited. I love a Scrawlrbox. So look at this box. They've redecorated the box. Oh my god, that's so exciting. I feel like I need to open it. I don't want to take the supplies out yet, but I want to open the box. Look at this. How fun is that? We'll actually use it as our little backdrop now we've opened it. I love that. That actually reminds me of one of the artworks I did where I drew inside the box. I'll have to find it. But anyway, so these colours are kind of what we expected. I'm pretty sure I know who this is, which it is a Scrawler star. I'm very excited. So every month you get some paper. We've got watercolour, so that says to me something water soluble, which was what was on our minds. You get an art print by the featured artist. You get the Scrawler zine, and you get the supplies. Now I believe this is going to be trinkety. It's Steph Pardo, known as Trinkety on all her socials. Very, very, very excited that it's Steph. She is a fantastic scrawler. She was on a live recently. She's got the cutest little guinea pigs, her fairy potatoes, and she's just genuinely a lovely person. So I'm really excited about this, because hopefully then she'll be on another live and we'll be able to chat with her. So that's very, very cool. I love this. This is Baba Yaga, the house on chicken legs, I do believe. So that screams to me. See the guinea pigs, Tito and Zakarwe. I probably said that wrong. Send their regards. Week week. This just tells us a little bit about Steph and gives us her socials. So I'll try and put those up there so you can see them. They are her socials. She is lovely. She is so, so lovely. This makes me think it's going to be like folk tales or folklore as our prompt. We will open the supplies and then go into the zine, because the zine tells us the supplies anyway. We're also very excited about this because apparently the supplies are something that's new. So this, oh, it looks like Viviva potentially. So we have a watermelon sweet. You always get sweetie in the Scrawlrbox. That sounds lush. It's a sour one. So, however much I love the sweets, my son is a huge fan of watermelon and sour, so he's going to get that one this month. He'll be very excited about that. We have a Scrawlrbox number 8 angled paintbrush. Don't know, I'm not very good at this. There you go, angled paintbrush. That feels really, really nice. And this is like a matte grey. It's a really nice paintbrush. Thank you, Scrawlrbox. A 0.7 Faber-Castell Pit Artist fine liner. I do love a 0.7 0.3 is probably my go-to for the thinner lines, and a 0.7 is my go-to for the bigger lines. We have the sticker. We always have a little sticker which is got the print on it, so that's very exciting. And this looks like Viviva. It is Viviva. That's so exciting. I haven't had anything Viviva yet. They've been featured before, and I missed out on that. It was before my time, and then that box wasn't for sale again. And this is our extra little gift. It's a postcard, but it's by the looks of it, it's all Steph's work. The Guinea Pig Adventurer. What does it do? Really nice tree. Cute mushrooms here. Sniff, sniff. Good kind of stinky flower. Vastly too much rain. Sploosh. Munch. Stop for snacks. Small snail. Shiny rock. Much too big for climb. Very, very tall rock, that one. Nice view up here. Didn't give up, nearly there. Time for second snacks. That's adorable. Yeah, artwork by Trinkety from Scrawlrbox. Love that. Thank you very much, Scrawlrbox. That's one that you put in like a little frame. That's a really fun one. And then this is the main Mojobby. Look, I can even put that it belongs to me. This watercolour set belongs to me. Little swatch page. Mixed colours here. Oh, look at those. Those colours are so pretty. We'll have to do some swatching. I might have to stop my video, do some swatching on another video, because I didn't bring any water to my desk with no intention of doing that. So that's exciting. And it's actually a proper Viviva Scrawlrbox joint thing going on. They've decorated everything. It's a really exciting little collab. That's very cool. I like that. That makes me happy. I have a thing for watercolours these days. I've really learnt to love them. So the other exciting part is the zine. One thing you may have noticed if you're a Scrawlrboxer or you've seen Scrawlrbox on openings before is there's no card. So the card is not in the box this month. My understanding is the card is now via a QR code down here. So we have our sticker, our exclusive colours, 8 handpicked colours by us just for you. So the colours, I didn't read them out from the sheet, but they're cinnamon, mango, opera, alizarin crimson, viridian hue, deep blue, violet and burnt umber. Burnt umber, not humber. So we've got paper, paintbrush, pen, our artist print, and our extra little gift. And the QR code will give you the supply information and the cost, the retail price for the things that you get in here. A little bit about Steph. She's so lovely. Steph and her guinea pigs. I'll bring them up. You can see Steph and her guinea pigs. So they do like a little interview with Steph. And they talk about here, so it's from Scrawler to Scrawler Star and now to featured artist in your very own Scrawlrbox. How does that feel? I'm just going to read this first question. And she said, it's pretty darn cool. I can recall a moment before the pandemic where I'd been getting Scrawlrboxes, but I wasn't quite so committed to making stuff and was a little bit of a supplies collector. That felt wrong, and so there and then I chose to use my supplies or stop forever. I'm so glad I chose to use them, not lose them. I've made some of my favourite pictures ever with supplies from these boxes. So yeah, there's like all of this in here. I won't read it all, but it does say at the end, the most important question of them all, how are your guinea pigs doing? And she said her little furry potatoes are doing fine. She's just trimmed Sakaway's long fur short for summer, so he's having a bit of a sulk about that, but he'll forgive her for not being too warm. And Tito welcomed me back home from a recent holiday by nibbling my ear. But her artwork is lovely, so please do check out Trinkety on her socials. The magazine feels a bit thicker as well. I feel like maybe we've gone to a new zine creator. It's lovely. So then you get some tips about using angles. stencils, temperatures of colours, ratios and values. And then it talks a little bit about negative painting up here, which is quite cool. Then behind the artwork, which is about Steph's work and how she created it. And she'll just talk a bit about that, about the outlines and her advice here as well. And then you've also got a limited palette cheat sheet, which says this palette doesn't come with a yellow, which will make Zoe Hart incredibly happy. Which can make having differences in shade and tone difficult. Try mixing colours with a small amount of orange. And then no black. Did you know that mixing together purple, dark brown and blue will give you a Payne's grey-like colour, perfect for adding shading. No white. The pinky colour with this palette has a lovely pigment to it and can be used to lighten colours. Try it with the purple to create an amazing lavender. And then Steph has kindly provided us with the line work for the featured print. So you can scan the QR code, download it and add your own colours. I'm a little bit excited about this. This is a very good box. Not only are you getting, you know, the supplies to do your own artwork, but if you're someone that's not really sure where to start, but you just want to play with these more than a swatch, you'll be able to do the line work or download the line work from this one and be able to play around with that, which is amazing. Steph goes all out. We do love Steph. So, Scrawler Gallery, who is featured? There's Annie, we know Annie, Sally, there's quite a few new ones here actually. Mapleberry I've heard of. So what I tend to do is when I go on here, I have seen the artwork because this was cut out, this butterfly, and it was able to kind of travel around. And I've seen Hillary's. But what I tend to do is if there's people here that I don't know and I don't follow, I go and check out their socials because a lot of them are their Instagrams. You can see by the handles here, the @, and we go and have a look. But that was Kaleidoscope. That was the oh, the word's going to elude me. Ecoline ink pens, which were really fun. It took me a while to get to grips with them, but they were fun. Then you've got your top 3, which some of you will know I was a top 3, which is incredibly exciting. I'm actually honoured, and it is really exciting when they send you that message to say, like, you're a top 3. It's like, oh my god, wow, really? No, you're lying to me. I did tell Kat she was lying to me, and she said no, she wasn't. So, yeah, the 93 Scrawlrbox. So you've got Tess, who does these amazing, what would you call it? Dimensional kind of pictures. It kind of looks like you're stood in a street in like New York or something looking up. She does fantastic work, very abstract. It's lovely. Chloe Flo, who has done this gorgeous bird. Really, really clever. And then Catherine actually made this like movable from what I remember. So she actually cut it out. I think you can just about see there's like a little pin in there. She actually did it all, then cut it out and made it into kind of like a kaleidoscope, which was really, really cool. And then you can watch the unboxing by Scrawlrbox via that QR code. Lots of QR codes today. And then you get a little bit extra on the back. Invaders of the lost art. We are as a species addicted to story. Even when the body goes to sleep, the mind stays up all night telling itself stories. So this is about a masked crusader has spent decades deploying his pixelated army across the cities around the world. Crusader is called Invader, a UFA, unidentified street artist. Okay, so I hadn't heard of this person. So Invader is a UFA. A bit like Banksy, I guess, but they do like pixelated work. Apparently he is a he. I say they because I had no idea, but apparently he is a he. Same with Banksy, we say he, but has anyone confirmed that Banksy is a he? So here we go. Oh, Quest, there you go. I wasn't too far off with folklore, I guess. So we don't have a supply menu, so we've got the little card here, and this one tells us that our prompt is Quest. It's time to embark on your journey of creative discovery inspired by this month's featured artist, a fellow scrawler who's completed challenge after challenge to bring you this quest. Are you a hero or a villain, the sidekick or the antagonist? The mission, if you choose to accept, is to pick your player and paint their story to life. That's exciting because I'm very much a kind of one image. I don't do a lot of background and detail and things like that. And obviously you can see in Steph's work here that she's got the trees in the background. You've got, a nice sky and everything, and then you bring it forward to the Baba Yaga house and your little kitty cat and the lady on the top going on their quest. So this is going to push my boundaries a little bit with the prompt. Normally I think outside the box a little bit so that it works. Well, this is what I've learnt to do. So Lee asked me sort of what had clicked in my head in recent months that had brought my work on so fast, and sort of my response to that was that I'd stopped trying to do the prompt in a way I thought it should be done and started fitting the prompt into the way I do things and the style that I have. So that's why I tend to think outside the box when it's something a bit like this that doesn't fit into my normal style. So I'm going to have a think about that one. But that's very, very exciting. So there we go. And as I say, a pad of watercolour paper, 8 sheets of 190 GSM, cold pressed, wood-free bleached chemical pulp. Looks like very nice paper. That's going to be so lovely to use. So, as I say, I have no water in the near vicinity to be able to swatch these. You can use this as a little mixing palette. It says mix amazing colours here. But I'm very, very excited to have a play. Viviva are one of the sort of known for quality brands. They do fantastic colour sheets, which is sort of watercolour pigment on sheets of sort of card, and you just pick up the pigment from those. They're very good for transporting, and this is fantastic for transporting. Like, pop it in your bag with a little pad and your Scrawlrbox paintbrush, and away you go. So thank you so much, Scrawlrbox, as always, for such a fantastic box. Actually, it's one of my favourites, I think, just because we've got this funky new box. I really, really love this. Let's move this out of the way so we can see it in all its glory. Look at this. I think I just threw the sticker on the floor. I did. Another fantastic thing about Scrawlrbox, I don't know how many people mention it, but every Scrawlrbox that is sold, they plant one tree. But I will point out, Scrawlrbox, there is a typo here. You're apparently going to plant one tree, so you might want to get onto your box, people. And if you use the hashtag Scrawler Challenge, when you do your challenge, it comes up within the community and Scrawlrbox can find it and then they can share it, and that's how you can get into the zine. And if you hashtag Scrawlrbox again, obviously they can see it. But I'm a bit in love with this new box, I will say. It makes me not want to throw it out. It makes me just want to colour it in, which is not helpful, Scrawlrbox. I don't need more crap. And yeah, what a great box. I'm very excited to get started very, very soon. I might just pop this little guy here so we can create ourselves a little image. There we go. Thank you, Scrawlrbox. Thank you everyone that's watched, and I may attempt a swatching and image creating video. I'm still very, very scared of doing sort of videos about my creating. It takes a long time. I erase an awful lot of stuff. I go back and forward. I change my mind. So there may be a follow-up box to this. If there's not, there might just be a little swatching video, very quick swatching video. Or maybe we'll do a printing of Steph's line work and paint our own colours. That would be quite fun, wouldn't it? Thank you, everybody. Take care and keep scrawling.